Meteorologist Jerry Steffen. I have to say, Saturday, I'm walking my dog and I look up and I see this big black cloud. It almost looked like a giant spaceship coming over the mountains. And I'm like, these must be the thunderstorms Jerry was talking about. And suddenly I saw lightning and heard thunder, and then the raindrops started coming down. I'm like, here it is.
Yeah, we had thunderstorms early on Saturday and then yesterday over the mountains, and we still have a threat of thunderstorms over the mountains and a spillover shower for the valley today. A little bit of cloud cover out there right now. We'll take a look at a couple computer models to see what the chance of rain is for us in the valley today and the rest of the week.
Okay, all right. See you shortly. Thanks, Jer. Our top story, the search continues today for 7-month-old Cabazon baby Emmanuel Haro, who was reported missing over a week ago. At the end of last week, Emmanuel's parents, Rebecca and Jake Haro, were arrested by investigators on accusations of murder. Authorities reported inconsistencies in follow-up interviews with the parents and later seized some of their property for the investigation. Investigators telling us last Friday they have concluded that a kidnapping did not occur in Yucaipa and will continue the search efforts to find Emmanuel's remains. On Sunday, the father, Jake Haro, was spotted on the westbound side of the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley, helping investigators search for Emmanuel's remains. The pair will appear at the Riverside Hall of Justice to be formally charged on Tuesday. Tomorrow night, the city of La Quinta will be honoring fallen Marine Corporal Hunter Lopez and his fellow service members who were killed in the airport attack in Afghanistan. The city will hold a lightsaber vigil at 7 in the evening at Civic Center campus in La Quinta. That's just off Washington Street and Calle Tampico. You're encouraged to bring lightsabers to create a powerful and visual display of support. The lightsabers are replacing candles because Hunter was an avid Star Wars fan. Animal Samaritans is expanding its free spay and neuter program to Palm Desert residents. Qualifying residents can pick up a voucher at the Palm Desert Library while supplies last. The voucher qualifies you for not only a free spay and neuter surgery, but also post-operative medication and an electronic collar. Animal Samaritans has been expanding their free spay and neuter services gradually to multiple cities. At the moment, it reaches Cathedral City, Desert Hot Springs residents of unincorporated areas, and now Palm Desert. The Palm Springs Parks and Recreation Department is looking for your feedback on designing the Desert Highland Park's new playground. They will be holding a community meeting tomorrow at the James O. Jesse Desert Highland Unity Center. The meeting starts at 6 in the evening and will review concept designs and allow the community to give input and share ideas to shape the new neighborhood project. It's Black Business Month across the country, and here in the Coachella Valley, a local military veteran turned restaurant entrepreneur is hoping to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs. Our Kai Beach has a story.
She cannot be here for like 1,000 hours, right?
Tim Fox has spent his life serving others.
They earned the plaque, right? And nobody's on their level.
First in the military and later in restaurants. Now, he and his wife are serving up something of their own at Foxy's Bar and Kitchen in Rancho Mirage.
I think it's very important to be a role model, especially a man of color, you know, in this community.
Fox says opening his own restaurant is about more than good food. During Black Business Month, he hopes his story encourages more African Americans to become business owners.
Obviously, I'm all about that, and I'm here to support him in any way that I can. But even beyond that, he's just an amazing person, but yeah, we gotta support.
Federal data shows Black-owned businesses have grown over the years, but that they make up only about 3% of U.S. businesses and just 1% of revenue. For Fox, his mission is simple.
You guys know a lot of people.
Keep serving others while helping grow the number of Black-owned businesses nationwide.
I think what I encourage young Black men and women is to network and support each other. But, you know, just believe in yourself. You know, if you have a dream that you can do something, stay with it.
I'm Kai Beach for NBC Palm Springs.
And we're going to head back outside and take a live look here at our Agua Caliente Casino camera in Palm Springs. Jerry's in the Weather Center dancing. Jerry, happy Monday. You've got lots of energy today.
I only dance on Fridays. You know that. Monday, I just kind of stand still. 86 degrees. See? I just stand still. 80 degrees, that's at thermal right now, 53% relative humidity. Yeah, it's going to be a sticky day today. Winds are light. They'll remain that way for the rest of the day. Check temp time right now. We have 75 degrees, Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree, 87 degrees, and partly cloudy skies at Desert Hot Springs, 87 Indio, San Gorgonio Pass beginning in the 70s right now. Winds are light, and we have thunderstorm activity, not for the valley or our mountains. Got to look to the east of us. Yeah, some thunderstorm activity happening over eastern Riverside County up to southeastern San Bernardino County, and a lot more over Arizona. We'll take a closer look at radar later this half hour. But hot and humid today. Temps will be a little bit below normal because of the clouds and, of course, the humidity. High pressure, a dirty high, we call it, because it's pushing up some monsoonal moisture over Southern California, and it's widespread today. So we're expecting some showers and thunderstorms in our mountains later this afternoon. 60-degree dew points today. They're going to be up there, and relative humidity will be noticeable today. Peak temps at around 3 o'clock. That includes temps at or slightly above 100 degrees. 103 in Palm Springs, 102 for high Indio. La Quinta, just 101, 98 degrees at Desert Hot Springs today, but it comes with a chance of rain. Of course, humidity. I misspelled showers. I just noticed. I got to correct that. But we have a chance of mountain thunderstorms again tomorrow. Not so much for the valley as far as rain. 100 degrees for high on Tuesday. Still humid. And our Comfort Air 3-day has 104 as we begin to clear out on Wednesday. Full forecast and a closer look at those computer models coming up.
All right, Jerry, thanks. Well, for the past few weeks, we've mentioned Animal Samaritans and their poorly drawn pet fundraiser. For just $20, you can get a fun drawing of your pet with the proceeds going directly to Animal Samaritans. This morning, we wanted to highlight some of the artists who make it possible. Here's NBC contributor Valerie Katz.
August is the official birthday month for shelter dogs, and Animal Samaritans is celebrating with the second annual Poorly Drawn Pets fundraiser. The idea is simple. Make a donation, send in a photo of your pet, and get back a one-of-a-kind portrait created by a volunteer artist. The art may be rough around the edges, but the impact is nothing short of life-changing for homeless pets. Proceeds from this month-long fundraiser benefit Animal Samaritans No-Kill Shelter and its life-saving programs. I spoke with some of the volunteer artists about why they felt drawn to help.
Yeah, I decided to participate in this fundraiser again. I did it last year. I had a lot of fun. I like drawing, and I don't get a chance to do it much. This is a good excuse and for a good cause. Choose the pictures. I like to find ones with exaggerated features. So, for instance, this one, Rosita, her ears, I just loved. So I emphasized that, made the ears extra big. I hope they like it and it makes them smile. Working at Animal Samaritans, I get to see some of the people come in, the volunteers who are doing the artwork, and it's just really fun to see what they come up with.
Another artist making a big impact is Brina Simon. Brina reached out after seeing a Facebook post about Animal Samaritans needing more volunteer artists.
I'm going to be really good at drawing a pet poorly.
With the help of a device that lets her guide a pen, she's become one of the most popular artists in this year's program. She and her mom, Amy, are both creating portraits, and it's an activity that they've learned they enjoy doing together. Brina shared how she became involved in the fundraiser.
Yeah, so there were two things specifically. One was that it said poorly drawn pets, and it literally specified, even if it's a stick figure, you can do this. And I thought, well, I have these gloves. They're called Gloves for Life. I'd only maybe a week or two before realized that I can put a pen or a pencil in the glove without using my fingers, and I can draw or write my name or whatever. I didn't know that I would ever be able to do that. The other reason is that this fundraiser helps animals, and I'm literally alive right now because of an animal. Like literally alive right now because of Charlotte down there. And whether a service dog or a pet or any other kind of animal, it really doesn't matter. Animals are absolutely amazing. I think what makes it so meaningful to me is all the layers. It's not just me sitting at a table drawing. It's me sitting at the table drawing, realizing the fact that I am drawing and having that also help animals.
From charming chaos to heartfelt creations, these disaster pieces are more than just portraits. They're helping Animal Samaritans save lives one sketch at a time. And if you'd like to get a poorly drawn pet portrait, act fast because they're only available the month of August, and that is now. Visit animalsamaritans.org/Dogust for details. For NBC Palm Springs, I'm Valerie Katz.
What a wonderful way to give back to Animal Samaritans. And Poorly Drawn Pets runs until the end of August, as Valerie mentioned, if you would like to participate. It's time now for our social media contest with Dining with the Davids. It's called Dish Detective. We show you a video of some of the top dishes of a local restaurant, and you guess that restaurant. It's on our Instagram page on NBC Palm Springs. If you guess the restaurant, you're entered into a drawing for a $100 gift card for that restaurant. Last week's restaurant was Bongo Johnny's in downtown Palm Springs. Let's see if you can crack this case. Take a look.
It's the week of August 25th, and it's time to play Dish Detective. We've uncovered 3 creations from a hidden sushi spot somewhere in the Coachella Valley. Think you know where it is? Tag the restaurant in the comments by Thursday at noon for a chance to win a $100 gift card to this restaurant. Ready, gumshoes? First up, bluefin tuna carpaccio dressed in yuzu and ponzu with a kiss of sesame, chili oil, and thin slivers of garlic that wake up every bite. Then comes the yellowtail carpaccio, so gossamer it nearly levitates. Kissed with yuzu and sweet vinaigrette, glossed with olive oil, jeweled with crystal sea salt, and given a fiery slap of yuzu kosho. Behold the millionaire roll, an edible endowment wrapped in soy finery, bejeweled with shrimp, tuna, and avocado, then smothered with sauces so indulgent they practically apply for a trust fund. So, have you solved the case, or are you still fishing for clues? Tag the restaurant in the comments, the mystery restaurant, and the winner will be revealed on the Friday morning newscast on NBC Palm Springs.
I never thought I'd crave sushi in the morning, but that looks delicious. You can find that video on our Instagram page, NBC Palm Springs. You have until noon on Thursday to guess it right. We'll reveal the winner on our Friday morning newscast. And don't forget to tag the restaurant you think it is. Good luck, detectives. It's time now for Where in the Valley, where we show you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley and you guess where it is. So let me show you the photo. Take a look at this. Have you been here? You'll have some time to think about it. I'll give you a little hint before we get to the end of our broadcast, where we'll reveal the special location. Coming up next on your morning news, a silent epidemic is gripping the globe. 1 in 6 people are suffering from something as deadly as smoking or heavy drinking. We talked to an expert about the surprising health risks of loneliness. That's coming up next. But first, let's head outside and take a live look at your Agua Caliente casino camera. This one's in Rancho Mirage. Jerry's going to have a look at your forecast straight ahead. Stay right here.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
A new report from the World Health Organization revealed a shocking statistic. 1 in 6 people worldwide experience loneliness and social isolation. In fact, it contributes to more than 871,000 deaths a year globally. The health hazards associated with loneliness are similar to smoking, air pollution, and heavy drinking, raising the risk of stroke, heart disease, and dementia by as much as 50%. Joining us today is mental health expert Dr. Catherine Ochoa of Holidays Helping Hands, an organization that provides housing and mental health support for underserved communities. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
These numbers are quite alarming. Why do you think loneliness is rising so sharply across all demographics?
Well, the disconnection, first of all. Since our wonderful social media, there's no connection. Everyone is now just on their phones, on their tablet. There's no interaction. There's no touch. There's no eye contact. It's more of just looking at the keyboard. So once you look at the keyboard over and over again, it's a disassociation.
Absolutely. What do you think some of the signs that someone is struggling with chronic loneliness might be, even if they appear, as you said, to be socially active?
Some of the signs are, unfortunately, it's a lot of our eating habits. Okay. A lot of people start eating, picking up, it's a soothing mechanism. It's to always just be putting something in your mouth. The smoking, the drinking, and also to wanting to be a people pleaser. You can tell when I will please you, I'll do for you, I'll help you, I'll be there for you. It's just to be a part of somebody, to be connected.
Got it. For folks who are sitting at home and thinking to themselves, yes, I do feel lonely, what would you say to them? How can they get out of that mindset?
Well, there's a great deal of activities out there. Every park has Parks and Recreation, has activities for the youth as well as for the senior centers. They do have activities for all ages, for people just to make that first step of coming out. And it's easier said than done, because it's not wanting to be rejected. What happens if nobody talks to me? I walk into the room, if nobody says, here, welcome. So that's why we try to embrace everybody who walks to that door. We welcome everybody who walks to that door. Right now, I am currently working at one of Holiday Helping Hands shelters, which serves 100 people. And them just coming in out of the street, they are so lonely, they're distraught, they're scared. And I greet them. You greet them, you welcome them, and let them know you're not alone anymore. We are here for you. We are here to love on you and embrace them. Here at Holiday Helping Hands, it doesn't matter where you come from. We're going to love on you. We're going to engage with you, and you're going to be a part of our family.
Doctor, thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate you.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
And we'll be right back.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
Sun's up. We have some clouds out there on our Agua Caliente Casino Cam view. Yesterday, we had temps that were, well, below normal last couple of days. Saturday, because of the clouds and thunderstorms. Yesterday, near normal, 109. 108 is our normal high temp, and we're going to be below normal today, thanks to the clouds that are beginning to build later on. Lots of 80s to begin our day in the Coachella Valley. 75 at Banning and Yucca Valley at this hour. Winds under 10 miles an hour should not be a problem today, although collapsing thunderstorms could bring some gusty winds a little later on today, basically out of the east. Nothing happening on radar now, but we have some action which is happening to the east of us. Let's take another look at that. You can see all moving to the north right now, all part of a high pressure center that's pulling up monsoonal moisture. We'll take a closer look at radar in just, well, let's take a look at that now. Let's zoom into that. You can see that moving across I-10 right now, just to the west of Desert Center, and moving its way to the north, and even heavier thunderstorms happening over Arizona. Look at that widespread action. Some of that will rotate into the Coachella Valley, some of the mountains getting some thunderstorm activity. So a little more widespread action with that thunderstorm activity later on today. Temperatures will be between 100 and 105, so slightly below normal numbers. It'll be humid again today. As far as coverage, the monsoonal moisture over much of the southwest, including Southern California. Of course, it's all being pulled up from the north. That's where the steering currents will be, so any storms that form will be pushed to the north a little later on. Ensemble forecast has some showers moving over the valley, but of course, the big culprit will be the mountains. Mountain thunderstorms, definitely, with the steering currents pushing that over the Coachella Valley later this afternoon. Here's a look at the timing. According to the short-range HRRR, you can see the clock there, 8:15, 9:15, 10:15. Not much happening around our area until we move into the afternoon hours. With the heating of the day providing some lift in the atmosphere, orographic lift too over the mountains will push those thunderstorms to the north. And again, spillover showers are a possibility. Right now, according to this forecast, it looks as though it'll happen during the late afternoon hours. We'll see some showers and thunderstorms and some rain for the Coachella Valley before it clears out around 7, 8 o'clock. And because of the rain we had yesterday over Imperial County and to the east of us, a flood watch in effect for those areas, including eastern Riverside County, where flood will be a problem. Already some flooding issues over a small portion of southeastern San Bernardino County, where those thunderstorms are dropping rain. 103, that's all you're going to get for high today in Palm Springs, 102 at Indio and Palm Desert. And as far as overnight lows, slightly above normal numbers. We'll see low 80s tonight under some clouds. Now, tomorrow we still have monsoonal moisture over the area, not as widespread, so maybe limited to the mountains with thunderstorm activity on Tuesday, and temps around that 100-degree mark. They come up again a little bit more on Wednesday, 104 for Palm Springs Wednesday afternoon, a little more sunshine, 105 at Palm Desert. Now, surface moisture will be an issue too. It's going to be a sticky day today and again tomorrow with those dew points in the 60s, close to 70 degrees, but after that, we begin to dry out. Matter of fact, by Thursday, 10% relative humidity for the valley. Yeah, it's been a while since we had some dry air. Okay, as far as the tropics, Juliet, a tropical storm in the Northeast Pacific. It's not going to last long. By Thursday, it should become a remnant low. About the same for Fernan, which is moving its way to the north-northeast, and still a tropical storm by Tuesday, but it stays over the open water, so no threat to land from both storms. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, 103 today. Yeah, thunderstorms and a chance of showers for the valley. Tomorrow, sticky. Tuesday with a high of 100 degrees. A mountain thunderstorm still a possibility. As far as rain, it begins to back off Wednesday, more so Thursday. Drier air appears Friday.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
Time to dish out the hashtag holiday calendar and pop quiz. Chris Gunderson's going to join us in a little bit before he gives us the road conditions because of the construction, which is widespread over the valley. But let's take a look at the calendar. Monday, August 25th, 2025, brought to you by One Coachella Valley. It's National Whiskey Sour Day today.
That's my new drink.
Really?
Yes, I love it with the egg whites on top.
Yes, that's how you make them. That's the proper way to make them. Bourbon, fresh lemon juice, simple syrup, and egg whites. First you get to dry shake them, and then you add the ice cubes, and then you shake it again, and oh, it's so good.
I had no idea you knew how to bartend.
I'm an amateur mixologist.
Oh my goodness, this is good to know.
Yeah.
Wow.
And basically, it's a Wisconsin wedding must.
Oh, is
Yes.
it? I bet.
Yeah. Anyway, National Banana Split Day. A classic ice cream dessert featuring, a banana cut in half, covered with ice cream, chocolate fudge, and a whole lot of toppings, including nuts. Oh, that looks good.
It does.
And fattening.
Good at fattening, yes.
National Secondhand Wardrobe Day is today.
Oh.
It's all about, buying secondhand clothes and maybe donating.
Yeah, there's lots of great thrift stores around town, too.
Yeah, there are. That's today. Also, it's Kiss and Make Up Day today.
Oh,
so if you
that's
have any
nice.
grudges, resentments against somebody, today's to let it go.
Yeah, it helps you too. Not only the other person, but yourself as well.
Yeah, exactly. When you let go of that anger, you don't have all that stress inside you, right?
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Kiss and make up. I made up 2 questions about making up.
How was that
Here's
possible?
the first of 2, multiple choice, of course. Actress Elizabeth Taylor was married to a total of 8 times, 2 marriages to the same man. Which rich guy did Taylor marry in 64, divorce in 74, then remarry in 75, only to divorce again in 76?
What? Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's a roller
Who are we
coaster.
talking about there? A, Conrad Hilton Jr., B, Howard Hughes, or C, Richard Burton?
Boy, that's a tough one. I'm going to
Elizabeth Taylor.
go. Did she marry Howard Hughes?
Married him, divorced him, married again, and then divorced him again. You gotta be there.
I'm going to go Howard Hughes. What about Chris?
Chris, what do you got here? You got a C? Okay. And
B,
control
C,
room?
and C. Oh, yeah, I was jostling between B and C.
What's the answer? Yeah,
Oh,
it's Richard
Burton. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. Did she ever marry Howard Hughes? We don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm going to have to Google it.
There were a lot of guys, so yeah, we'll say
He was
yeah.
very quirky, so I mean, I don't know how that would all have gone out.
Second kiss and makeup question. One of the biggest pop singles of the early 70s was a song titled Let's Stay Together, playing in the background.
Ooh.
A song which features those memorable lyrics. Let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Name the artist who topped the Billboard charts in 72 with Let's Stay Together. A, Al Green. B, Marvin Gaye. C, Sam Cooke. Back to the control room. And Nicholas can't play because he's playing the song. Okay, got an A. Got an A. What do you got?
I'm going to just say B, because
B, Marvin Gaye, and a C. Okay, one of each.
I love this
From
song.
everybody here. Yeah, it's Al Green.
It's Al Green.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my gosh, the song
Classic.
is so good. It is.
Let's stay together. Well, let's stay together because we have a lot to talk about. Roads, weather, and of course, news with Mary. Keep it in.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Welcome back on this Monday morning, August 25th. I'm Mary Strong. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We'll have your AccuWeather forecast coming up in just a few minutes with Jerry. But first, it's time for Know Before You Go, where we tell you about all the major construction projects going on in the Valley for the week, so you can avoid getting caught in traffic and know before you go. Joining us live once again from the CVC Traffic Management Center in Palm Desert is Program Manager Chris Gunterson. Chris, thanks so much for being here with us this morning. What are some of the areas we should avoid this week?
Well, good morning, Mary. Thanks for having me. Today we're going to start in Palm Desert. This is a project that's been going on for a few weeks. This is the Cook Street Waterline Project. The Coachella Valley Water District is replacing some of the lines along the street there. The construction actually crisscrosses the street a couple times. They've got quite a mess out there with traffic control. So as you go through that area, make sure you're paying attention, and definitely a lot of stop and go going through there. It's expected to go on into the middle of September. Your alternate route for that would be Portola or Washington Street. So next we want to go to the Indian Wells project. This is a Washington Street road improvement. They're also going to be doing some paving on Miles Avenue. Now this, so we got the bridge there. My apologies. But that's also another project that they have some progress on. They actually poured the pylons for the bridge on the west side of the bridge. And there we go. We have 111 project. We're going to talk about that one. But let me jump back to the Washington Street project. That'll be wrapping up this week on Washington. Now, as it wraps up, they're going to focus their attention on Miles. So we've been using Miles as a bypass for the Highway 111 project. If you're looking over my shoulder, or my head, which way you're going to look at it, we've got 3 lanes of traffic open there going eastbound. So the Highway 111 project, so if we can show that Highway 111 map, I'm hoping that this is the last time we have to show this map. They are expected to have all lanes of traffic open on Washington. This one is a project that's been going on for just a little over 2 months. It goes from border to border in La Quinta. This was originally scheduled to finish in the first part of November. And here we are, end of August. So this is amazing cooperation between the contractor, the city, the residents. They've had to put up, we're going to call it complete. So those of you that live in La Quinta or go through La Quinta, you can clap your hands, celebrate a little bit. I was going to try and get some poppers in here this morning to kind of celebrate. This has been a very big project, a lot of traffic control, a lot of things we've had to adjust to. So that leads me into your safety tip for the week. So the safety tip for the week, as they open up Highway 111 and the Washington Street there in Indian Wells, pay attention to the lane structure. The lane structures have changed a little bit, and also slow down. We don't want to be racing through. This pavement is really smooth and it's real easy to get going fast there. Just want to slow down, put the phone down, enjoy the nice smooth ride. And if you see a City of La Quinta employee or a Granite Construction employee, give them a thumbs up, because they really worked hard to get this done in a very quick amount of time. So that's all I got for this week. And I will be taking next week off, so hopefully we haven't got anything. And the last thing I would like to do is give a shout out to my brother. And this is the 111 project right here, and we're going to call it done. And happy birthday, brother. And we'll I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Chris, thank you so much. I was so surprised how quickly they did that project in La Quinta. That was pretty impressive.
Yes, I think when they switched to night work, it really, with the heat and just the not having as many people, I think it really made a difference. So
yeah,
we got a lot done.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so nice, and the roads look beautiful. So thank you so much. It's always good to see you, and we will miss you next week, but we'll see you the Monday after that.
You got it. Thank you.
On to other news. Tech companies are giving us artificial intelligence, but ironically, the tech sector itself is among those now feeling the most pain from AI. Investors say the rise of AI tools that can write and develop code is sending shares of software companies into a slump. For example, shares in software giant Salesforce are down 26% this year, and shares of Adobe are down 19% this year. Investors say software as a service is a bread and butter business model that is now being compromised because of AI. Analysts say the tech industry might have anticipated this shift, but likely didn't see it happening so fast. Over the weekend, high wind gusts stirred up lots of dust in Burning Man. This is video out of Black Rock City, Nevada. It shows just how low visibility actually got during the storm. A Burning Man spokesperson said wind gusts reached over 45 miles an hour for a sustained period of time on Saturday. The National Weather Service issued a wind advisory, and participants and staff were advised to prepare themselves. They also shared that with improved weather conditions on Sunday, participants helped each other repair some damaged camps and art installations. Firefighters are racing to contain the picket fire as it threatens Napa vineyards. CAL FIRE and other agencies have now deployed more than 1,000 emergency personnel to the scene. Hand crews, dozers, engines, water tenders, and helicopters are helping to aggressively fight the fire that has grown to more than 6,500 acres. Several nearby vineyards are reportedly threatened by the growing blaze. National Guard members could soon deploy to Chicago against the will of state and local leaders. President Trump says he's worried about crime there. Chicago's police department reported about 250 murders in 2025. That's a 31% drop year over year and a 50% decline since 2021. Amy Kiley has more of what might unfold in the Windy City.
It's an offense to the sovereignty of states.
Democrats in Illinois say they'll sue if President Donald Trump deploys National Guard members to Chicago over their objections. Two officials confirm he's considering that option to expand his crackdown on crime and illegal immigration.
The Posse Comitatus Act limits the ability for the president to federalize the National Guard. We don't have a foreign invasion. We don't have a rebellion.
It's unclear how many troops he might send and when. City statistics show violent crime is down by double digits in Chicago. But Trump says locals want his involvement.
Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent, and we'll straighten that one out probably next.
Critics say troops aren't trained in policing and shouldn't face off with American citizens.
We're not opposed to that ongoing partnership with those who are trained to deal with crime.
Meanwhile, Guard members in Washington now carry firearms, according to a mission spokesperson. Sources say a Chicago deployment would be more like the one in Los Angeles during protests earlier this year. California is still suing over that. Trump supporters say that's the wrong reaction.
The Democrats there don't want Donald Trump to come in and clean up all their messes. It makes them look terrible. But I'm certain the residents would love to have less violent crime.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
It's time now for Your Health Today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. Everyone experiences stress from time to time. It's just a normal part of life. But experts say long-term stress can worsen existing health problems and create new ones. Mandy Gaither has 3 simple ways to help calm your body and mind so that you can tackle stressful situations.
From the time you wake up to when your head hits the pillow again, many of us stay busy, and experts say constantly being on the go can lead to stress and anxiety.
Let's face it, life can be hectic, but making sure you stay mindful can help keep you cool, calm, collected.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta says the first way to do that is simply focusing on your breathing. Deep breathing is a technique where you take air in slowly through the nose and then out through the mouth using the diaphragm and abdominal muscles.
Just doing that for 90 seconds, or even just taking 3 long, deep breaths, can help change the rhythm of your breathing, which then slows your heart rate and lowers your blood pressure.
The next strategy Gupta suggests isn't always an easy one, but he says practicing self-compassion can actually help calm your mind and body and reduce stress.
Take 20 seconds to rub the back of your neck or squeeze your upper arms, like a hug. It's a quick way to self-soothe and ease anxiety.
Finally, Gupta says just 1 minute of daily meditation can clear your head and slow your breathing.
After just a few weeks of these short meditations, you might want to add more time to the routine.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, earlier we showed you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley, and I told you I'd show you the photo again and give you one more hint before we reveal the location at the end of our broadcast. So let me show you the photo. Here's the hint. You can find this trail in Indio. Think about that. We'll tell you more about this location coming up later in our broadcast. But first, we're going to head back to Jerry in the Weather Center for a look at what's ahead in your forecast. Jerry.
Yeah, looking at the weather headlines today, we have showers and thunderstorms mostly over the mountains later on today and again tomorrow. We'll take a look at the coverage in just a bit. Higher humidity, yeah, a little sticky outside for the next couple of days. But as we head toward the weekend, things look a little bit closer to normal. We'll explain. Full forecast and 7-day next.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating. And we couldn't agree more. NBC Palm.
Starting out with our Agua Caliente Casino Cam view, we have partly cloudy skies over the valley and increasing clouds later today, especially over the higher elevations. Yesterday, 109 the high, pretty close to normal. 108 is where we should be. That becomes 107 today. But the day before that, 100 degrees for high in Palm Springs. So the numbers did come up since Saturday. Saturday, we had thunderstorms and cloudy skies, lots of humidity. That's one of the reasons the temps were below normal. Lots of 80s right now in the valley. Light winds around the Coachella Valley and mountains. As far as thunderstorm activity, nothing showing up in radar around the valley, but that'll change over the mountains a little later on today. Where are the thunderstorms? You got to look to our east. Desert Center getting a few thunderstorms moving their way to the north right now, widening out the picture. Arizona, the big recipient. Look at all that action that's going on there. That's thunderstorm activity moving into very eastern San Bernardino County, even eastern Riverside County seeing some action now. Nothing really for our area, but that'll change a little later on today because we do have the monsoonal moisture being funneled up thanks to a dirty high right behind me, and that'll be the case again kind of tomorrow. But temps will be below normal, 100 to 105. Mountain thunderstorms and a spillover shower for the valley is a possibility. Look how widespread this monsoonal moisture is today. For the Coachella Valley, we're looking at a chance of spillover showers for the valley. Of course, the big action over the San Jacinto and San Bernardino Mountains a little later on today. As far as future precipitation, today, nothing this morning. We're looking at the clock as far as timing over action for showers and thunderstorms. You can see them beginning to build as we move into the early afternoon hours, and they'll be over the higher elevations, and some spillover showers because the steering currents are out of the south to the north could happen as we move into late this afternoon and early evening, moving our way to the north. And again, that'll be today. As far as flood watches, we do have some because of the activity we had over Imperial County and places to the east of Riverside County. So flood watch in effect in those areas because of additional rainfall expected later today. Temps will be below normal because of the clouds and the humidity. 102 at Indio, 103 at Palm Springs. Overnight lows under partly cloudy skies in the lower 80s tonight. Still some monsoonal moisture over Southern California, not as widespread. That high begins to back off a little bit. Arizona, you'll get the showers and thunderstorms for sure. And the numbers, because of the humidity and cloud cover, will be close to 100 degrees. That's for the high tomorrow, below normal numbers. And then 104 for the high on Wednesday under partly cloudy skies. Surface moisture, that's a big story too. The numbers are way up there. I mean, dew points in the 60s, close to 70 degrees today and tomorrow. The numbers do back off Wednesday a little bit, mostly Thursday for the rest of the week. I mean, 10% relative humidity. We haven't seen that in a while. Quick check of the tropics. Tropical storm Juliet moving its way over the open waters of the Northeast Pacific, so that'll begin to fall apart by Thursday, so not worried about that. Fernand, a tropical storm as well, moving over, the open waters of the North Atlantic, so no threat to land there. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, 103, showers and thunderstorms. Yeah, we're going to get some rain. Showers and thunderstorms again on Tuesday before that begins to back off. Wednesday, 104. Humidity drops beginning Thursday. Drier air finally moves into the valley, but with some clouds.
Coming up on today, the growing trend of treat-onomics. It's spending on smaller things that add joy, like fancy coffees, maybe a Labubu. This morning, how to make sure that extra spending doesn't damage your larger money goals. That and more ahead on Today.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
From buzzing gardens to green solutions, learning is coming alive at the Living Desert. Now, some Coachella Valley schools have a chance to win free field trips, funding, and hands-on eco projects. But the deadline is approaching. Our NBC Palm Springs Sky Beach has more on how you can get involved.
This is a really cool opportunity because you get to visit the zoo, but also you get to collaborate with the Living Desert in your own campus. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm the Curator of Learning and Community Engagement at the Living Desert Zoo and Garden. We're talking about the zoo's Desert Defender Challenge. The Desert Defender Challenge is an opportunity for Coachella Valley Title I schools to receive funding for up to 1,000 students, 100 chaperones, as well as help with costs for transportation to visit the Living Desert. The goal of the challenge is to inspire a next generation of conservation heroes and get them to understand that their actions make a difference in our desert wildlife. What's exciting about this challenge is that it's brand new, and we're really excited because on top of what you get here at the zoo, you also have the ability to participate in one of our programs, either Plant Native or Pollution Solution at your own school in collaboration with the Living Desert. In order for you to participate in the challenge, you have to apply on our website, and you will be notified if you are elected. The deadline to complete the application is September 15, 2025.
NBC Palm Springs Sports Desk. Brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos. We have your game.
The International Tennis Hall of Fame celebrated its 2025 inductees with a ceremony in Newport, Rhode Island on Saturday night. And there was even a surprise appearance from one of the game's greatest icons. Kevin Moore has details.
That's right, Serena Williams walking onto the grass of the Horseshoe Court as the sun set on Newport to induct her longtime rival, Maria Sharapova.
Maria and I were once the fiercest of rivals. We had our differences. To the world, we looked miles and miles apart. But the truth is, we weren't. We wanted the exact same thing at the exact same time, to be the very best.
It's a gift to have someone who motivates you to reach those heights. And I'll forever, forever be grateful for her bringing out the best in me, which she really did.
While the Bryan brothers together became immortalized in tennis history.
We didn't take vacations. We missed our best friend's wedding. And sometimes we even missed funerals to chase this dream. We kept the bar high for a long time. It wasn't always easy, but we had each other. And that always made the wins so much sweeter and the losses easier to bear.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
A new movie is out this week based on a best-selling novel about an unusual band of detectives. David Daniel delves into the mystery.
Joyce, are you a nurse? Bang on target. I'm Elizabeth. Would you take a look at that for me, please?
Dear God.
'Tis a lot of blood. Would you care to join us to discuss things further?
Who is us?
I'm sorry, how rude of me. We're the Thursday Murder Club.
Retirees investigate old cases until a new one grabs their attention in the Thursday Murder Club.
And how do we catch them? What we need is a man or a woman on the inside.
Would you like to be investigating the murder?
Who do you think you are, the head of MI5?
They're retired now, maybe they're not working anymore, but it doesn't mean that their brains and their bodies, they're still, engaged and they want agency in life.
Police work is off limits to anyone who isn't the police.
Plonker.
It was a glorious summer, I think Helen agrees. We just had fun from day one all the way through the summer, and Chris Columbus, he led the charge.
Everyone who's in the film was our first choice. So the fact that everyone said yes was shocking. And everyone, even though not everyone knew each other, there was this sense of chemistry from the first reading.
We better get started.
Yes, intermediate knitting starts here in 1 hour.
Thank goodness that Chris put together this quartet. It works as a quartet. Tonally, intellectually, comedically, rhythmically. It's as if we've been rehearsing for years.
We're all suspects.
Bugger.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Ooh, can't wait to see that one. Well, if you'd like more information on our stories we're airing in our broadcast today, you can go to our new website, NBCPalmSprings.com. We've got our top stories and breaking news right there on our homepage, and a newsroom tab where you're going to find all of our stories organized by date. Now let's take a live look outside of your Agua Caliente Casino camera in Palm Springs. We'll be right back with a recap of your forecast and reveal our Where in the Valley special location. You're watching NBC Palm Springs in the morning.
Set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
It's time now to reveal our special location for our broadcast. Did you guess where this is? It's the Indio Hills Trail off Avenue 42 in Indio. It's a scenic 5-mile loop showcasing various faces of the desert and rare vistas of the surrounding mountains. The trailhead is adjacent to the Coachella Valley Canal and future site of Indio's Posse Park.
I want to go.
How cool is that?
Yeah, I put on my
beautiful.
hold on hiking during this time of the year because of the humidity and the heat, but soon I will get there, I promise.
Ooh, it's so pretty. Yep.
Okay, forecast today. We're looking at a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Here's the updated computer model taking us to the afternoon when we could see some mountain thunderstorms all moving their way to the north. Looks like the timing will be around 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock later today.
And we've got more news coming your way starting at 11 on your midday news, and we hope you go out and make it a great Monday.